teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the SMU Mustangs. We stay the State Mall again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Kick is in the air. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They were all over it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
Caught, and he's got room. The 30, the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Arch Madness fires into the end zone, and he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Drops back. It's Jennings. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right side, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Brown. Smashes through the tackle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks away on the left. He's at the touchdown, SMU. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Deep in the end zone, it's Wingo. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out wide right, it's Brown. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got some room, it was over.
On your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rag.
And I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Number 96 sets a kickoff.
Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his feet. They're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always... swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Mustangs come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Still on his feet at the 45. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He turns it loose to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
2nd and long here. Calls his own number. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. A run for the quarterback. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Running to the left. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Buys time to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Handoff again. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
On first down from their own 22. Handoff for Brown. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Manning to throw. Right side, it's Wingo. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Rushes on. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the...
Going for it all. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the... Down, it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Pulls it. He'll toss it. There he goes. How big is that run? Out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 15-yard line. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Louisville, taking on the number 12 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On the move. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Manning dumps it to the back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. One more time, it's Brown. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking for the edge. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on...
Makes the grab and room to run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a fourth down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! That one will give them the lead. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Defense wants to bring the heat. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Turning it on. He's past the marker. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Hale. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
To the back. They've got him corralled. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He unleashes a long one. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. A give to Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house, that pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Rush right in his face. Gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to go up top on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long right here. He's looking downfield to throw. Moving out to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Brown again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. Coming into this one, we wondered